players and coaches alike adjust to the multiple delays caused by the weather?
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's not an easy experience, especially when you're a New Englander, to go through that kind of weather experience where you literally, were on and off the field 3 times, and then, at least we were on the field at 10 o'clock tonight or whatever the heck it was till the finale. So, what is it, 12:40 now? So, but not a fun experience. Here you are in your first home game, and there's not a soul in the bleachers.
How did the staff handle it? I know it seemed like both staffs were talking. Was there ever a thought to maybe try to postpone it, or were you guys always kind of thinking full speed ahead, let's get it played with it?
That's over my pay grade, so you can ask Ryan about that whole thing. He'll be able to give you a much more accurate, scenario. But I think all avenues were looked at, and this seemed like the most logical one.
Can you give us an update on Carlos?
It's too early to tell, but I think it's really more just nicks and knacks, and he took a couple he had a couple collisions on the sideline, which, it never feels good on Saturday night or Sunday. So we'll just have to wait and see.
What were the main second half adjustments?
Offensively, I thought, we really took advantage. They're a free access team in terms of coverage, meaning their corners are going to play off, and you have the opportunity to take advantage of those scenarios with good short passing game, in that 7 to 8 to 10 range. And I thought we did a good job of handling that. The one play that kind of goes unnoticed that's the difference between the touchdown in the first half and the game being 7-7. Now you say, well, why is that a big deal? Well, the way the game played out, it made it a big deal. And, that was disappointing, to say the least.
On that play, you ran down and called a timeout. Was it to try to get them to review it, or
Yeah.
prompt that?
Yeah, and they kind of said that they didn't have a great view of it, and I don't know. Somebody gave me a look at something on Twitter, and it looked like we were clearly in the end zone. But I thought those officials called a pretty good game tonight. It's nice when you can communicate with guys and you're getting straightforward answers.
What did Carlos specifically do better in the second half?
I just think he got himself into a little bit of a groove, and he found George, on 3 or 4 occasions, but then he had a couple of stripers on seam balls that were really well done. I mean, that's the kind of arm strength he has, and we went through a bad time of it last year at the quarterback position. So in terms of the recruiting piece, we've made sure that we've, stocked up there pretty well. So I think you saw the second guy tonight. We actually played Brady a little bit at the end.
Darion Craig had a big breakout game defensively. I think it was 2.5 tackles for loss. What did you see from him?
Darian, here's the thing. This guy is a major talent out of St. Thomas Aquinas, played for Roger Harriet. I've coached literally 30 guys from that high school. The thing that he has to do is pay attention to his jobs on the field and execute at a high level. He's starting to do that now, and he is fast, but now he's starting to play fast with the scheme in mind, so he's matching his skills with the position that we're kind of putting him in. So I'm feeling really good about, we finally turning the corner there. And, you know, he's a situational player, but we're taking advantage of those things in certain throw games. You know, that was one of the, he got big in one of the packages that we run, and we ran it in the second half, and it helped us go 2 for 8 on third down, so not a bad thing.
I think Gage Larmadane finished the game with 273 yards, 3 touchdowns.
We were worried about him. He's their best player, best offensive threat. We made the switch and put Mahoney on him, so we moved Mahoney from the outside in. And when we were in one of the zone coverages, he kind of caught us. You know, he's a good player. You know, in the second half of that third quarter, I thought we did a good job checking him because he got quiet there, and then, you know, he hit the big play at the very end of the game.
What's the latest you've
Disappointing.
ever finished a football game?
Huh?
What's the latest you've ever finished a football game before?
I'm gonna say tonight. Yeah, I don't, you know, this is a tough for our players, you know. I mean, we've been to El Paso, we've been to Auburn, Alabama, and maybe one of the toughest games we played is our own home game in terms of the demands physically, mentally, and so forth.
Is there an update on,
Go ahead, one more.
is there an update on Tayson or time change?
You know, I'm not gonna talk about that. You know, maybe I will Monday or Tuesday, but I'm not comfortable right now. You know, we've kind of just let him do his thing and work his rehab, which he's doing extremely diligently, which, if you know the kid, you know, he's gonna do that. And, you know, hopefully we'll get some good news on him this week, and I'll be able to share that with you.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay?
Thank you.